Hello everybody, it's me, Second Stage again, and today with another Let's Draw. This time, just like the title says, about a popular video game character, Ulala from Space Channel 5. This is actually the first time that I'm doing an illustration about a video game character, and in a pretty neat angle, I might add. I haven't done this actually, this kind of bird perspective. You can see this here from the lines that I did in the bottom of the picture, and the lines on the side. I don't know if you can recognize it as a kind of a bird perspective or whatever you want to call it, or how the experts are calling it, but I think you get it, or you understand what I mean. So yeah, Space Channel 5. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Space Channel 5. I mean, it was okay for its time. It was pretty original and stuff like that. But it's not that kind of. It's not not my kind of game. But what I like about this game is, yeah, pretty much self-explanatory. The main character, Ulala. So for this Let's Draw, I've spent a little bit more time than usual. I've spent something around 3 hours, a little bit more time, mainly because I have to work at some things on the picture. I've did some mistakes you will see later on, like from the perspective of the hand, with this close-up on the right side where I have the gun, right here is, because the way on position where she's holding the gun looks very horrible at this point, but later on I changed it and I hope it looks kinda good, or at least the way it should look like. Like I said, I've did this actually the first time, and especially here on the graphic tablet. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm working with the graphic tablet, the feel is very different compared to a normal piece of paper. And when I draw on a piece of paper and with my pencil, the feeling for the perspective and everything, it was a little bit weird for me, and even now it's a little bit weird. But I have the feeling that I'm getting better and better the more I do this, and I hope that I can fully draw this, where I'm feeling way more secure when I draw something with the graphic tablet. But I haven't got that much time lately. Like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I had a lot of things to do. But now I have had a little bit more time, and I thought, yeah, let's draw. So, yeah, it took me like 3 hours to complete this picture, including the coloring and the neat special effect at the end. As a matter of fact, the longest time that I worked on the picture, this was like, what? Yes, 3 years ago. It was for a contest where you have to draw a very popular character from an anime or manga, and had to add, something from our city. And I worked from the evening, I think it was 6 o'clock or so, until the next morning. I think it was 10 o'clock or so. I was so tanked after this. It's unbelievable, but it was worth it. Not only because I've did such a great thing, such a ginormous illustration, but also because I won at this contest the first prize. I really appreciated it. And speaking of appreciate something, a good friend of mine called Zombie Toaster, who has this account on YouTube but also on DeviantArt as well, gave me some advice for my last Let's Draw, that I did the corpus of the girl, the Halloween witch girl, a little bit too long, and I haven't realized that, but yeah, I took note of that, and I'm really grateful for that. So Zombie Toaster, at this point, a big thank you goes to you. But yeah, this is the kind of comment that I appreciate the most, you know, constructive criticism. You know, I like you know, nice comments and stuff like that, such like the next person. But what I also like to hear is, you know, constructive criticism, not stuff like, oh, you suck at drawing, you can't act for shit, and stuff like that. You know, when something says something like, yeah, Zombie Toaster, many other people probably. That's what I want to read or to hear. This is pretty awesome. So like you see here, I add some more colors than my last Let's Draw, which took me a little bit more time, but it's fun. I like to experiment with colors and everything, and you will see it later on as well. You can also see at certain points that I experiment, you know, with certain colors. You know, that some colors didn't look right at first. You know, I try to add, sorry, not too much colors, you know, to the entire picture, because as I first started drawing, I added colors everywhere in the picture, from, you know, from the brightest yellow to the darkest blue and the rock-like green or something like that, and it just looked horrible, you know. But when you're working a little bit longer with colors, you kind of get a feel for that, and the end result just looks awesome. I mean, even though that you don't use that much colors, I mean, it's not the quantity, in my opinion, that counts, more the quality. Even though that you don't use that much, you know, colors. Like, I mean, maybe female, maybe it's that the female illustrators or manga artists have a little bit more feel for that, you know, female artists. I don't know if this is true, but maybe it's a cliche, I can't really tell. But the interesting thing is, as I won at the contest, you know, for won the first prize, I actually talked to one of the leading publishers from the, you know, the directors of the leading publishers in Germany for mangas and everything, and I asked him some things, you know, about, you know, publishing your own manga illustrations, and you really have to be lucky, you know. It's not something like you can make a lot of money here in Germany with that. You really have to be lucky, and you have you gotta have a lot of, you know, connections for this, you know, to get to the, how can you say this, that you know the right persons for when you want to release your own comic or manga or whatever. It's not that easy, but I still live for this dream, and I still continue to do it as long as I can. And like I said, it's fun, and even though that even when I shouldn't be successful with that, I have a lot of fun with that, and if people are enjoying it, I enjoy it as well. So yeah, and this is the little special effect that I added here with waves, you know, that it doesn't look like me, that it doesn't look too boring, you know. But yeah, that was my second picture for YouTube, Ulala from Space Channel 5, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thanks for watching, send me some requests, and see you soon.